want to work on next year is reaching out as far as some things with music. I think in today's day we live, so many people have gotten away from a lot of your traditional music, which hinders the participation. You know, here's the thing with me about music, when you think about music. If you go back about music in the Old Testament, you know music was used at the temple, in temple worship. Talks about the choirs, talks about the different instruments of brass and all those. Music in services should be a part of stirring our hearts to worship. So there's a mixture of music. That's why you want a bit of mixture of specials are good, because you get to sit and you get to listen, you get to think about hear the words, it's something new. But even the congregational part is important, because that's us worshiping corporately together and preparing our hearts. And then you do an offering, which the offering is part of worship. The Bible talks about that. And so all of that builds on the other. So one of the things I'm excited about, I pray about, is say, oh, Lord, help us as we seek to reach people. Let's bring us more instruments, people with instruments that we can do and see that grow. But I say that to say, because one of the things you look at today's day is that there is a lack of outlet for someone that learns an instrument. What do they do with it? Yeah. Right? I mean, they may learn it in band, and the only thing they do is in band. Yeah. But that's not God's plan for music. God's plan is that you learn that so that you use it to serve Him. Just as much as, okay, so if, let's say, so I'm leading here a minute ago, okay, but then Andrew's playing on there, Ron's playing, okay, that's just as much a part of worship as you singing. So you're using your instrument, your voice instrument. He's using the instrument as he's tooting his horn, right? Tooting his own horn over there. And then Micah doesn't have his horn to toot tonight because he's not feeling good. And then Ron's over there banging on the keys and the strings, right? we hear all of it. And it's such a part of worship and stirring hearts to receive the Word of God and then to prepare our hearts for it. And so down the road we want to look at how God can use us more in those areas. We're going to go to James chapter 1, verse 17. We're going to be a little bit more, I'm going to be a little bit more just teachy, lay it out a bit tonight, because we've got our lesson, and I didn't go to my lesson last week. And if you were here, you're probably like, he never retouched that lesson one time. But I wanted you to see a starting point of the importance of just seeing